This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, July 7th of 2025, and you're listening to episode 448 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, and joining me tonight is Luris.
You know, someday it will be 7777.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin.
Food
You
for
won't
thought.
live to see it if you keep drinking, but...
Well, I'm glad for it. It does sound like a 2077. That's cyberpunk.
Oh no. Also, Ford.
The other day, I saw 3 young women walking down the road.
Ford, you're married.
And I yelled at them, "Hey, you 3 young women. There's nothing down that way. Why are you walking down that way?" And then all 3 of them flew away, and I was like, "Oh, they were birds." Let it be known I got laughs out of them.
Well, you're just using Norm Macdonald bits here.
That was not a Norm bit.
That is such a
That was
Norm
not
bit.
a Norm
Okay,
bit.
who'd you take it from?
Some black guy on YouTube.
That
It's like a
sounds
gas station video.
But that sounds like a Norm bit, you know? It's just like...
It sounds like a Norm bit, right?
Yeah.
Feels like it's been a while. We've been missing a lot of episodes this summer. I was barely home for 3 months.
Yeah.
I haven't missed enough this summer. I'm having a blast.
I've missed more than usual.
Yeah,
It's true, Ford's missed like 3 podcasts ever.
My goodness.
That's the most Ford's
My
like,
record,
ever
it's
missed.
gone.
It's like Ford has a life now, and we're not part of it.
No, wait, I forgot. Ford did actually have an absent stint that one time where he lived on the couch.
That's right.
He lived on a couch?
Yeah, it was the worst
I
time
lived
of
on
his
a
life.
couch. It was,
I don't remember
it was not
this.
good.
Was this like when you first moved out?
No.
This is
This was when I
pre-move.
was in an internship.
Oh, okay.
Intern Ford.
Intern.
See, I think I tried to purposefully forget that phase.
We have
of
different
Ford's
eras
life.
of Ford. We have pseudo-nurse Ford, and then we have community college Ford, intern Ford, college Ford, and post-grad Ford.
Really?
And then grad school Ford. Don't forget about grad school Ford. That's
thought-
the one you're meeting now.
Ah, okay.
Well,
New
hang on.
era.
There's grad school unmarried Ford and grad school unmarried sad Ford, grad school unmarried happy Ford, and now grad school married happy Ford.
Okay, I was worried about the last adjective there for a moment.
Yes.
Grad school. When we going to grad school? Married unhappy Ford.
Never, because marriage is one of the best decisions you could ever possibly make in life. Right,
Yeah,
Liam?
Kevin.
Yeah, right, Kevin?
Well, not getting married was probably one of the best decisions I made in my life. Let's be real here.
Well,
That is also true.
Otherwise, I'd have to deal with a father-in-law who'd be barking orders about tool usage.
That's true.
I wish this story was over.
Wait, is it still going?
We just
Is
talked
there
about
more?
today. Today's situation was directly connected.
Oh, no.
It's all my fault.
Yeah. So, anyone just wondering, narcissists are real, and they never go away.
I know, I'm on every podcast.
Ford, you're not a narcissist. We've had
Really?
narcissists on this podcast before, actually at least 2, and you're not one of them.
We still talk about... I think we mentioned both of them just today.
I don't know.
think so
That's
today.
really mean for you to talk about Leo and Mace like that.
I feel like Mace is the furthest from a narcissist you could possibly get.
Yeah.
He's an anti-cyst.
What is that?
He's no narc, for sure.
You know, well, some of the biggest villains of this podcast weren't necessarily... Oh, wait, there's been 3 narcissists on this podcast. You can't place them all? One of them was a guest.
Okay, that's different.
Me?
That's different.
Also be an interesting calculation how many people on this podcast have died. At least 2.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't think I want to say it on air.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, there have... 2 people are now deceased that have been on this podcast before.
Is it the same
Someone I
numbering
talked to?
system?
Then there's at least 2 that are as good as dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are mostly guest stars.
Yeah.
But the narcissist, at least one, was a member of this podcast at one point. You can take your pick.
Mm-hmm.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these 3 narcissists.
Not everyone, I will also preface, not everyone who is a former member of this podcast was a narcissist. But half of them were.
Oh, speaking of guests who are narcissists today.
Hello there.
Add one to the
Yeah,
list.
Sam's joining us a bit late now that we figured out that issue. We were just talking about death and narcissism.
Yes, I was monitoring as I was trying to fix my laptop. For some reason, the geniuses over at KDE decided, well, we're just going to uninstall the one of the packages that you use to manage your desktop. They removed X11, which is the most prominent display manager, in favor of Wayland, which is a newer technology, which is unproven.
Isn't it great how Linux just works?
Yeah, it just works when they don't uninstall the display manager.
When they choose when you uninstall what you like.
All I did was update it. People say, oh, that's your own fault. You should read the patch notes. I shouldn't need to read the patch notes to prevent a catastrophic error.
To be fair, Windows hasn't done that to me since 7. I've not had an update that completely broke everything.
Working in IT, I seem cursed. I mean, I've had a better time since I left Windows, but I see other people's problems a whole lot. Just earlier today, somebody brought in a laptop, 14th generation Intel processor. It's affected by the Intel CPU degradation thing on Raptor Lake, which is their that particular architecture they're using. And yeah, processor is essentially dead, so that's fun.
Computers are hard.
Yeah, apparently Intel still can't figure out how to make microprocessors correctly after how many decades?
Well, Intel was great until they weren't.
Yeah, once the competition dried up, which that was partially their doing. They drove AMD to the brink of bankruptcy.
I feel like AMD is doing better now.
Oh, much better. They're actually number 1 in terms of the server market share. The majority of new servers that are being built are using AMD EPYC chips. They're doing great.
Too bad we're not building as many new servers.
Well, not
okay,
for...
okay, for the cloud companies are building them, but not individual businesses.
Yes, not for small businesses, which is mostly what I work with. So yes, you are correct. Most small businesses are not building servers. Data
Even
centers,
medium-sized businesses
living...
or large businesses were not really built. We actively discourage the building of servers now because it's not worth the money.
Yeah, you just kind of outsource it. You just have someone else will maintain this for you, so you don't have to deal with the headache, which has ups and downs, but
it does.
Positives generally outweigh the.
When you don't have
negatives.
server admins that know what they're doing, it helps.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to topics that people will understand. If we've got some Star Wars today.
Okay.
This is probably one of the worst all-around waves of Lego Star Wars ever in terms of value. We're gonna start off with the ATST.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, the ATST.
Wait. ATST. Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, I had my mind
B
somewhere
one.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the UCS
I
one.
was like,
Yeah.
oh. So are these like standard releases now?
UCS vehicles?
Yeah.
They have been since like 2009.
No, but I mean, like they used to do what, like one a year or something like that. Are
It's
they
been
doing
two a
two
year
a
for a
year, and now
while.
they're like, yeah, okay. I don't remember.
So this comes in at approximately. I lost the.
$200.
Oh, it's covering it up. 1,513 pieces at $200 with one minifigure.
And
Yeah,
it's
I
not
feel
even
like this set was just entirely unnecessary in the first place.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's not even a named
because
character.
you don't really need a bigger model to get the detail that an ATST has.
Yeah, the minifigure scale ones are great. The one that came out in
Yeah.
the Rogue One wave, they pretty much perfected it right there. I mean, a couple of minor tweaks with newer pieces.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah.
yeah, for the price, it better be able to move. Like those chicken legs better be able to do the
I don't think
full
they
range of
move.
motion, and they don't move at all. Pass. Awful. Terrible.
However, next
Yuck.
we're going to actually a really good value set.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We got 2 Jango Fett starships this year, which is dumb. They should be spaced out. We should be having a
what's
Jango
the
Fett starship
name?
every year. Jango Fett starship. You know how Abraham Lincoln freed the Jango Fett starships?
Yeah.
Mommy, I want UCS Django. We have UCS Django at home. UCS Django at home. Thank you.
Bravo.
Been waiting a while to make that
So
one.
this comes with 3 pretty rare minifigures. Actually, one of them is exclusive, I believe.
Prime
Is that Lama Su or Tanwi?
That's Lama Su.
Lama Soup.
And when's the last
Lama Su,
time we got a
yes.
Lama Su, if ever?
I don't think
Never.
we ever got one.
So yeah,
This is the first time. Yeah. And Obi-Wan's fighter is still on shelves.
yeah, it is.
That one comes with Tun Wei, so you have like the full scene now. Which is nice.
And this one is 707 pieces for $70.
Mm.
That's the value it should be. Like, this is an all-around good set. What
Yeah,
the heck is
looking
the
at,
problem with the others?
Yeah, looking at comparisons to the last one of like this scale that they did, this one feels like a much better value, even if it is like a little bit more expensive.
It's
Like,
just...
it's visible. Like the ship is visibly bigger than the last one they did. It comes.
When
with
was the
more
last one? That was a
stuff.
long time ago, wasn't it? This has only ever been done once before, I think, or maybe twice.
21. Oh
Jango
no.
Fett?
I mean, like in this style.
This is the other slave one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the Jango Fett slave one. I feel like we have not had since like G1 Lego Star Wars.
2000.
Yeah. Like the last time they did a set like this was I think it was for Mando. Yeah, it's for Mando in like 21 or something like that. And it was all right, but this is better.
Yeah, this is actually a good set all
This is
around.
way better. Yeah.
What's Jango Fett look like these days?
He looks like that right on the box.
Yeah, but his face.
I don't think we have a picture of the face.
Find a clone. It looks like that.
I don't like that.
I'm pretty sure it's the same print as the one from the UCS.
I'm sure it is. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's exactly. He has his, sink handle blasters, which is always nice.
Does
It's
not have the
fireworks,
arm
Kevin. It's the
punching.
right of every American to set off fireworks whenever they want.
Sure. It's just you live next to dubious people. That's all.
They have as much of a right to fireworks as you and I.
I don't
My
care if
neighbors
they're
are setting
shooting
off fireworks right now.
I
It's
don't
great.
even hear them. Yep, it
I love
reminds me I'm in
America.
America. If your dog can't handle the fireworks, that's your fault.
The dogs. What about the cats?
No one even
They're just
pretends
funny.
to care about the cats and fireworks.
Oh, cats and loud sounds are so funny.
Oh.
Yep, they're going out there. Wow.
Battle for Felucia does not have a link for some reason. Just a moment.
Oh, did I mess that up? Uh-oh, let me see.
I got it. But oh, this is the wrong one. Never mind. This is the wrong one. There we go. This is like the Clone Wars style.
I got links for the 2000, 2007, to 2014 ones, but not the most recent one apparently.
So let me pull up the most recent one image here.
I did get that right. I did get all the pictures this time.
So overall, I'd say this looks like a pretty nice one.
Oh, it looks pretty nice.
They don't give you enough battle droids to fill up the little dock.
No, and I saw somebody do a mod of this like pretty soon after reviews, copies, and stuff went out. You can very easily fit.
Oh,
at
you
least
can
8
very
in there.
easily.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could very easily fit more. I don't know why they put the spacers in there. That was
Yeah.
dumb.
Well, you know why.
I know. I know.
And this set is 973 pieces at $160.
Why? It's a perfectly serviceable little set until
there's-
say the money.
There's a
It's
thing
like-
here where Lego shot themselves not in one foot, but both. But go on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like there's any particular value to most of the minifigures. I mean, they're just battle droids. They just
You
throw
do
a bunch
have
of
the
battle droids in
tweezers,
here,
but-
and
As people are saying, they don't
Yeah.
like the new head for them as much as the old head.
What's wrong with the heads?
It's like a little bit more upright and not at the same angle.
Which
Yeah.
one's the super commando
Yeah,
Yeah, the
thingies?
tweezers.
The tweezers?
That's what they're called.
You
Is that?
Ford, you need to understand every droid has a racial slur that you can
I
use
do
against
not
them.
remember ever calling them tweezers.
You can use
I
at
don't
least
recall this either.
one racial slur per droid, if not more.
There's clankers
Let's
and
go.
tweezers. What are the super battle droid
Clankers.
slurs?
Chunguses.
Okay, but my problem with this set is it's the
Are
style.
we allowed to use the hard R here?
Clankers. Why is it Clone Wars styled?
Because that's...
I don't think I like the Clone Wars style. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but like this is clearly supposed to be emulating the scene from Episode 3 where they were still brown,
But isn't that a Phase 2 clone?
and the tweezers. Well, yeah, that's Commander
Blah.
Bly.
Come on. You gotta
Thank
know
you.
these things.
He's one part of the group that shoots down Ayla,
But...
and
you
they're
don't
on
see an
Felucia
MTT
in
on-
Episode 3. The MTT that would have been used in the movies is not going to be colored like it's from the cartoon that came out 3 years after.
But... Hear me out. You don't see an MTT in that movie. So who's to say
It's true.
that they
That is
didn't
also true.
just switch over? Because for some reason they also, it changed all the tanks to the blues. But
It's all just weird, okay? Like I don't mind the blue. I don't mind. I think it gives it a little bit more character, but like it's not right.
So is this the first blue one we've had, actually? I'm looking
Yeah.
back at all the pictures.
Yes.
Because I always played Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars, and they are always blue in this, so I forgot that didn't exist as a set.
they didn't have MTTs in Lego
Did
Star Wars.
was there
Yes, they
ever
did.
No.
was there ever a production reason for why they decided
Sam,
to
you
color
played
all the
Lego Star
vehicles?
Wars 3 recently, right? Or is that Leo?
That might
It
be
must have been Leo.
Is Sam still here?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I was doing some research. There is an MTT in episode 3, and it is brown.
Aha.
Wait, what? When?
Yep.
Ha.
9 minutes and 17 seconds in. It's in the Invisible Hands hangar.
Okay.
Bro, how's it feel to be wrong?
Oh, pretty good.
But yeah, I played through all the Lego Star Wars games except for the Clone Wars recently, so I haven't been back to that one. My Wii copy, apparently everybody's Wii copy, just crashes randomly at points. So I will have to acquire that on a different system because I don't want to suffer through that again.
Is it not on Steam?
Probably. I'll probably pick it up there. I got a bundle of a bunch of TT Lego games a while back, and it wasn't in there for some reason.
You know,
Had
that just
basically all the other
unlocked a memory of mine. I had Lego Star Wars 3 for the PS3, and Lego Star Wars 3 for the PS3 bricked my PS3. It completely destroyed. I had the old model where it could play PS2 and PS3 games, and then it just completely got destroyed. And then after that, I got a newer model which wasn't backwards compatible anymore. That sucked.
But you know what it does play? Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which you still have not played, which puts you on the same level as Ford.
I am on a better level than Ford because I could play it if I had a controller.
Well, buy a controller.
Is that all you're missing?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably better off than me. I don't even own the game.
If all you were missing was a controller, I could have brought you one when I visited.
Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
I was just there.
Oh, I didn't know you had a spare PS3.
Do you know how many times Leo has played this game, and he's married? Maybe if you played the game, you'd finally get married.
I don't think
That's true.
That's how it works because Ford's
I played
married.
the game, and I'm married.
Ford didn't play the game.
But he
I
had
got
it.
married, but I got married twice. That counts.
Imagine. It could never be me.
Unfortunately, it's not on sale during the Steam Summer Sale this year.
I mean, it's still
Darn.
$30, which isn't bad.
I forget if it's the edition with all the DLC on Steam or not. It doesn't really say, but the DLC is not available separately. Anyway, let's take a look back to remember who we are. There's the first one.
Beautiful.
Yep.
This really sucks.
The first time I saw this was in the cutscene in the first Lego Star Wars game. He just jump on top of Jar Jar. Man,
Yeah, I remember that.
The old.
My grandma thought Jar Jar was Queen Amidala.
Well, I mean, he's got a girlfriend who's a queen.
I don't remember this.
Lost Missions, Episode 7.
Is it that? I didn't know it had so many episodes.
Yeah, it's got like 13 episodes. Remember, a season used to be 24 episodes. This is half a season.
Yeah, you're right.
Back in the day when they made television.
Yeah.
Now they just make streaming shows.
They make mini movies, which are 5 episodes, and you better like it.
So this next one, I'm trying to remember if my brother had, but I don't think he ever had any sets this big. I think he just had, wasn't there like a thing where they had the droid rack, but it was not with the tank? Like, it was on a little skiff
yes,
or something.
they had a little hover transport. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
that's
of
what he
my
had.
friends had that.
This one had way more droids in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was $99 with 1,330 pieces.
Dude.
What's that, like 16 battle droids that are standard? Then you get the
Droid
We
pilot
got a
droid.
whole army right here.
I forget what the red ones are. Blue is pilot, but what's red? Commander?
Red is security, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
Why
security.
is there security droids here?
Yellow is commander.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
Yep.
yellow's the squad commander.
Honestly, the model itself still isn't great.
But
This one was not that good.
There are.
And then we've got this next one.
Yeah, this one was not that
2014 version, which I think we might have covered on this show.
Yeah, there was another set that this went with that came out later.
This one's got all sorts of problems.
Yeah, where it has like a rack.
I do like it comes with the black guy with the hat.
Captain Panaka.
That is not Panaka.
No, that's not Panaka.
him.
That's otherwise I would have said Captain Panaka.
But
Also
that is
comes-
a cool figure.
It
Otherwise,
also comes with a little droid with the white eye. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they came out with the little carrier one that has like the little trays that are compatible with this. I don't know why.
Yeah, I remember that. Because there's not a
It's
lot
how
of
I
droids
got
in
Captain
this one.
Tarpals. I was happy. No, not the Captain Tarpals. Was the Gungan Warrior or Captain Tarpals? I think it was the Gungan Warrior.
Yeah, this one was $90 with 953 pieces. Still a better part for piece. Or price per part. The blue one is the most accurate and I think the best looking build, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. It's also
And
smaller.
I don't mind that. I think one of the problems with these other ones is they were a
No,
little bit...
the MTT must be huge.
That's
Huge.
kind of its whole deal. It's a
Yes.
massive troop carrier. It's supposed to be intimidating.
And it's got big guns.
I am not intimidated by this puny blue thing.
With 3 droids on the inside.
Okay, so next up, apparently Rebuild the Galaxy is still a thing.
Do not knock those sets. They're cool.
I knew you were going to say that, Ford. I've never been a big fan of the Snow Speeder in general, though.
But this is cooler than a snow speeder.
This is cool.
This is like a hot rod snow speeder.
And then you've got a guy. I like his little lightsabers with the chain. It's like Jay.
Is he like evil like Jay?
Maybe.
Is that Darth Plagueis?
It's a
Darth
Duros.
Plagueis is
Yeah.
not green, I think.
Darth Plagueis was a Mun.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that like the Star Wars version of a Jewish person?
Well, no.
No.
Aren't they the banking clan?
Yes, but
Yes.
Your point?
What are you trying to say?
no. Watto is Star Wars Jew.
Now, the Jews are divided
He's a
into two
Toydarian.
separate two segments of Jew. You got the
According to
Watto
Anakin,
Jew.
then Watto was the only slave owner that didn't beat his slaves. Too much.
I don't think he was physically capable.
So wait, are we talking like the religious Jews and like the political Jews here? I think I've said
I don't
too
know
much
which
already.
one is which in this case.
Hold up. Let me pull something up real quick.
No,
I think
okay.
I've said too much.
Believe it or not, we're not actually anti-Semitic. We're part of the 10%.
10% of what?
People that aren't anti-Semitic.
Is it
are?
really that large? 90% are?
Oh,
my
I
God.
mean, a good portion of the right and a good portion of the left both are.
I mean, I have seen that. I've seen that a lot. It's surprising how much there is on both
I
sides.
think
Mm-hmm.
it's mostly I should say we're in the 10% of people online who aren't anti-Semitic and also not Jews.
Okay. Well, I've met people offline as well who are just.
Oh, so have I.
I wouldn't say violently so, but very vocal.
Yes, but they're in the minority of normal people you'd see at the grocery store, at least.
Like if you
I mean,
walk
I don't
up
know
to
if they have normal people at the grocery stores where you are, but
If you walk up to
No,
someone at
it's
the
Baltimore.
grocery
We don't really do
store,
normal here.
Just say, "Hey, I'm Jewish, by the way."
Also-
will they freak out?
who?
Conduct a social experiment. You take a camera. You go into a grocery store.
Well, you
you'd
are
say,
part Jewish, so you can do this.
I'm Jewish. Would someone freak out at me? Would someone just be like, "That's for Israel"? It's like, I hate
You mean-
Israel. Israel is not real.
You see, the great part about this conversation is literally anyone can get offended.
Yeah.
Anyway, why does the Rebuild the Galaxy logo look like the Guardians of the Galaxy logo?
Oh,
I don't
Disney
know.
synergy.
It's not just me, is it?
What's the logo?
No,
Yeah,
I
it is
see
a little
too.
weird.
So anyway, this
I
is
like the set,
$55 for 340
I don't like
pieces.
the price.
There's
I
absolutely
do
no
like-
reason.
I will say I like that it does things.
I like the
I
lightsaber
like that it
colors.
does things.
You know, they
the
act
lightsaber
like
color.
they're probably trying to justify all the different lightsaber colors. That's why this is so expensive. Do you know how many lightsaber pieces you get in Ninjago? I have bags and bags of them.
Yeah, but they're all solid.
Yeah, but also like the hilts. And my point is, they're not expensive.
No. But the thing with this set is that the little speeder bike that the one guy has, it like clips onto the bottom of the snow speeder. So he's kind of like inside like the back portion of the cockpit.
Hmm.
I didn't see
And then
that
it can,
in the
like, come off.
images.
Yeah, it's in the
there
front
it is.
one.
It's there, yeah, it's in the back.
I see it
in the
now.
back
Okay,
of the
yeah, it's
box,
on
yeah.
the box art on the rear.
So
or
it's
the box,
it's
yeah.
it's neat. It's got stuff going for it. If it's on sale.
It probably won't be.
No.
I'm interested to see what they do with the cockpit canopy piece. They could be hinting at a standard snowspeeder that's coming, because I doubt they'd just do a one-off canopy for
Was
the
that
set.
a new
They've got to
canopy
be.
piece?
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
is
it's
new.
a new one
We
piece.
have had
one
so
piece
many
canopy.
snow speeders.
Yeah, they'll probably make a new one. Because
They got the part for
it's
it.
got a good shaping to it. I like it.
Yeah, I've
I
always
like
liked the
that it has-
snowspeeder.
I like that it has the sand speeder fins. I really like that.
Oh yeah, the sand speeder, which is actually one of the best snow speeder designs.
Yes.
Moving on though, because we got quite a bit more to cover here. I really like this set. I really don't like the price, but I think as a set itself, it's pretty cool.
$45.
Is that a new pauldron piece?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
It's
They're all
awesome.
plastic.
I like it a lot.
It
Yep.
also comes in the MTT.
It is
Speaking
also
of
on
the
the wrong
MTT.
side.
You guys know about the
That can be
the
fixed,
combo
right?
pack, right?
This can this go on either way, or is it stuck going on the right side?
Probably
I think it can go either
be
way.
flipped around.
Okay,
The problem is there's printing for magazine pouches on the shoulder, and that is on the wrong side. So yeah, they kind of mirrored it. They based it. I was reading the article on Brickset. They based it off of a named character, and he wears it on the left, but the normal troopers, they wear it on the right.
You know, I feel like they need to
Yeah.
clean house with the Star Wars design team.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
stuff has been getting screwed up so much, it just feels like this team is not very detail-oriented. I like the colors, though.
Yeah, pretty.
I like the super battle droids. I'm always happy to see more super battle droids.
Why is the ATRT still that big?
This is smaller than it's been in some cases.
It is, but it shouldn't be that big.
How big should it be?
It should be like half that size.
Ford, you should make a mock of one to prove it can be done then. I think this isn't that bad.
I have.
Where is it?
In fact, Lego already did it. It came in the last version of the turbo tank that they did. Pull
What's-
that up, Jamie. Pull it up right now.
Wait, we're going to the turbo tank later, though.
I know, but you'll see what I mean.
What is that little... It's not an octopus droid or a spider droid, is it?
It's a crab
It's a spider droid. No, it's not a crab droid.
It's
Spider
a
droid.
dwarf spider droid.
Dwarf
Yeah,
spider
it's a
droid.
dwarf
Yes,
spider
thank you.
droid. You seen Clone Wars Adventure Online? They used to have this awesome game where you could do PvP, and it was like a tower defense, but it was PvP tower defense. You create all these units, Separatist or Republic, and you could upgrade your dwarf spider droids to regular spider droids, into octopus droids.
Ah.
I loved that game. That was so much fun. But Disney
So,
killed it.
yeah, so this set and the MTT are going to be dual packed. And I guess it's going to Costco as an exclusive.
There's also a
Uh-oh.
triple pack I heard is going to either Target or Walmart.
Yeah, but that's like last year's stuff. Like these two new sets are being paired together for Costco, I guess. They
Huh.
don't exactly know where for sure yet.
Also,
but it's
this is
most likely
$45
Costco.
for 258 pieces. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
so I have a feeling it's gonna like that dual pack is gonna be like 180 or something like that. Like these sets are gonna go on sale immediately.
We will see. Star Wars does not go on sale too much.
Well, the same thing happened in what was it? I think 2023 with the Hall of Armor that came out that year, like the one based on Iron Man 2.
Well, yeah,
Like
Marvel
Whiplash.
sets do go on sale.
Well, they packed that with like that big Groot thing or whatever, and it was like $100 when it was like in reality it should have been like 150. So if they do something like that again, sure, I'll buy in.
All right, moving forward. Kevin, explain this set to me.
That's a Torrent Starfighter. You see it like in the Clone Wars.
I don't recall ever seeing this.
No,
It's
No.
in like 3 episodes.
I feel like it's probably heavily in season 1. That's probably why you don't remember it.
Because season 1 is
Yeah.
the worst season.
I still
seen-
like season 1.
Hey, it's
Now,
good.
if you've seen the other Clone Wars, it features heavily in that.
Yeah.
Is this based off of that one?
Well,
Ventress looks
Kind
kind of
of.
weird.
I mean, I feel like there's a purple Ventress that I'm not aware of because it looks right. It's just like I can't think of.
That's just her without the weird dress skirt.
But
It's a
her
weird look.
outfit is not like that bright a purple.
No.
You know, I'm not really a fan of Ventress.
What?
Neither am I, and yeah, that's definitely too bright. I'm looking at some images right now. This doesn't really match any of her appearances.
Where's the 2D one? I'm trying to find it. Oh,
No, this isn't
Yeah, no, the
like
2D
that one at all.
one's got completely more cool design.
I
Yes.
don't know what's going on with this. Then the Obi-Wan's pretty decent, but
I do
Yeah,
like
it's
the
alright.
Obi-Wan.
The Obi-Wan's good.
Much better improvement over old Clone Wars Obi-Wan.
Apparently, this is the first time they've had a clone pilot in like 10 years.
Really?
huh.
Has it been that
Like
long?
this style, anyway.
Oh,
With like a proper
yeah.
helmet now that's new. I don't really care.
What's wrong with you? Care, Ford. Remember, you're supposed to be happy face.
I'll make Ford care again.
Yeah, now this
Lego's
one, this
finally
makes me
done
happy.
it. We have a new addition to the Ugly series.
Hooray!
At
Well,
110
finally.
pieces for $130. We will be purchasing this.
You said 110
Kelly,
not
pieces.
creepy
That's significant.
Sorry, 1,010 pieces.
110 pieces. Love to see it.
This set's been being panned online. I really don't think it's the worst one they've ever done, honestly. But
Oh no, I think
Oh,
it's
not by a long
alright.
shot.
It looks alright.
I think,
Um,
you know, his teeth hair looks
he uses the
pretty cool.
crystallized piece for his spear.
that's kind of neat. I like that.
I
That's
think
a
it looks
cool little
like
detail.
Creepy Yoda does not look right. This looks like, you know, an Ewok.
Does it scale with the R2D2 and C3PO that they've been doing?
I don't know.
Like, you know, the R2D2 that
Yeah,
came out with
yeah.
last year? Yeah, like, I guess it scales with that and, like, the Chewbacca, like, everything else they've done.
I forgot
In this,
about
like,
Chewbacca.
Scale.
Chewbacca?
They made a
Ugly
big Chewbacca, yeah.
Dude, is
Big
he like the
ugly
one
Chewbacca.
in Florida?
I think we should throw him out of a catapult. With a GoPro.
Like, he's holding the GoPro?
Yeah, I'll
or
just, like-
it's catapulted next to him?
I feel like we gotta tape it to him.
Will we get like a selfie stick so we could get like his facial reaction going the whole time?
We could rig it, yeah.
Neat.
We'll probably need 2 of them. I guess there's not really much more to say about that one.
Other than we will purchase it.
This will be the new trip mascot.
Alright, let's go on to the most controversial set.
Oh man, even I've seen about this set.
Oh boy.
Just a moment, let me pull up an image.
Ooh, more fireworks.
That one I did hear, actually.
Oh, yeah, that one was a little loud.
We don't really have too many fireworks here in Maryland. They're illegal. You have to drive to Pennsylvania to buy
they're
them.
illegal most of these places too. People do them anyways.
It's
Yeah,
the most
'cause we're
American
Americans.
thing you can do.
You see,
Breaking the
this is
law.
America. You could just do things here.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is technically legal, but no cop has like the
They don't have the
self-hatred
authority
to go.
Yeah, they don't have the authority to enforce it.
They
No,
do have the
they do,
authority, but they have the
but-
principle not to.
It's like, you know,
Like,
you're going
unless they're
3 miles
real-
over the speed limit. Most cops, they'll just be like, eh. There will be one cop who pulls you over for that, but
Yeah.
who is that cop and who hurt them as a child? You know,
Yeah, like if they're real moral busybodies about it, sure, but otherwise they're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. As I say, it's the right of Americans to not only set off fireworks on Independence Day, but any time of year, any time of day.
Yeah.
So, the Clone Turbo Tank, or as they call it here, the Republic Juggernaut.
ugh, man, they got Space Marines.
Those wheels.
That build. You know how
Apparently
tiny
it's
that
not a-
thing is? It's so, like, other
It
Clone
is.
Turbo tanks are big.
Like it's called. You're calling it a juggernaut. It's the smallest one. What were you thinking?
Not only is it the smallest one, but it is $160 at 813 pieces. Why does the droids suddenly have silver blasters?
It's like the wheels alone are like half the bricks.
Yeah.
It's small, expensive, and unstable. I was
Third
reading
being
reports that
charitable.
this
Oh yeah,
Like-
it falls apart.
falls
Yeah.
apart.
Falls
Like
apart.
usually, the larger sets have issues with
It-
stability. This is the small one we've had so far, and this is the only one that's falling apart in your hands. Like, you can't
Pull
even
it
play
up,
with this
Jamie.
thing.
Pull it up.
Literally, I've seen clips of someone just trying to pick the thing up with their, like, both hands, and it just shatters instantly.
What was that one minifig guy? He was like arguing with Penn, on Twitter. Oh, sorry, X. He's like arguing with him. It's like, oh yeah, I grab things by the doors too. Here's me grabbing the Republic gunship by the doors. It's like he's not grabbing it by the doors, you idiot. He's just picking it up, and it
So-
just
And they-
falls apart in his hands.
Yeah, that area is specifically reinforced on the 3 previous turbo tanks.
Of course it
Um,
is, because that's where you pick it up.
Exactly. It's like, hey, this looks pretty sturdy. Let's grab it. Let's carry it. And oh no, it's
Yeah.
falling
Additionally, I
apart.
think that the last one they made in what was it, 2016?
We'll go
I
through
think
that,
that
but
one
we
at
gotta
least had
start
a carry handle. Yeah.
at the beginning. And it looked
The
pretty
go-
good then.
It's
Go.
big.
It had
It's
Look, it was big. It had suspension. It had
$90.
it had light up Mace Windu.
yeah.
Come on,
remember laid up
guys.
once. I remember seeing this in a Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Man. Those
I'm a
are
fan of that
big.
speeder bike too. You know, I really like.
It's
you know,
not bad. It's got a nice shape and size to it. I like it.
yeah.
And then
So
they
back
did
when
another one.
They knew how to make the most with a limited brick selection. They didn't have a billion different new parts coming out every year.
Actually, we had more back then, but
Yeah.
they still have less parts coming out per year now than they ever have before. It just feels like they're not, because they heavily use the new parts, unlike they used to, because there are very strict requirements that every new part has to be used in so many sets or it won't get made.
Ah, okay. So no more hyper-specialized pieces, basically.
No.
Okay.
So next up, we have the 2012 Clone Turbo Tank. I'm trying to make sure I pull up the right image for this one. Yeah. This one is also very good. It doesn't have the little, like, crow's nest, which disappoints me, but...
Yeah, this one's probably my personal favorite.
I like the body shape better. I think the
This one is
wheels
nice.
look a little bit better, too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is otherwise known as Cad Bane's suicide mission on Felucia.
What was he thinking?
Is he stupid?
He thought he could take them.
And he's not even, like, coming from the side. He's just literally coming out right in front.
He's just right there.
Oh, Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, pretty good set. Is that the size you wanted that little walker thing to be, Ford?
Hang on, can you zoom in on it a little bit?
Computer, enhance.
Yes, thank you. About, but the next set, the next version, does it a little bit better.
This one spends a lot of the image space on the bullets. Honestly, I think this is a downgrade.
So, in terms of size, yes. However, the package remains. You still get a lot with this. Like, I can still feel the value.
I guess
on
the last
this
one didn't have any battle droid, that's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of an issue.
Like, you still get just as much as you got with the last one.
I guess the enemies have always been lacking for the turbo tank. So
Yeah, like you get enemies. You
I
get
think the
the
crow's nest in this
walker.
one kind of sucks.
You get the guy for the walker. You get the captain, and you get 2 of the Jedi that are actually in that scene.
Yeah.
I don't like the crow's nest on this one. I also think the wheels look a little bit weaker.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the wheels from the previous model.
Personally, I like the Mars mission wheels too. But
Side note: I have the Quinlan Voss from this set. Some idiot was selling it for like $5 a few years ago, and it's actually a very nice minifigure. I really appreciate that one.
Yeah,
great character.
The most recent one is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the ATRT? Come on, guys. That was the best part.
It's in the $50 battle pack over there. Relax.
Alright, we've still got a little bit of time left, so let's try and cover the rest here. We've got some new Mario Kart sets. Still don't own any of these, honestly. Despite the fact that LEGO and Nintendo are the 2 things that I spend most of my money on.
Now, these look a lot more stable than the Juggernaut.
Yes.
Are
these?
Oh, good.
Are these based on the new Mario Kart World game, or are they still based on these?
No, because the Piranha Plant power-up is only an 8.
Oh, okay. Surprised they didn't carry that over. Mario Kart World's kind of be like, it's trying to be like the everyone
well,
is
the Piranha
here
Plant's
kind
a driver in that one.
You know, I didn't have much hands-on time with that, so I'm
I don't think we had them unlocked at that time either. I still got a few of them. I have not unlocked everyone still.
Ah, okay. So you have since unlocked him then. Good to know.
I still need the little ostrich bird thing. I don't know who else. I got Charge and Chuck, so that's cool. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Overall, I'd say it's nice.
Yeah.
$50 for 588 pieces. So much better than Star Wars there. I still would really like minifigure sets for Mario, but what does my opinion mean to LEGO?
Clearly much.
The Shy Guy in this next one, he is using one of my favorite carts from Mario Kart 7. Also, have I just never noticed the banana peel in any of these sets before? Or is that newer?
think you just didn't notice.
Yeah, I think you just didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an existing one. I think it's in the Donkey Kong sets as well,
It
maybe?
would make sense. Did it have the smiley face in those, though?
Let me check.
But I like this cart. Overall, the Mario Kart sets are pretty cool. This one's only
yes.
$20 also for 249 pieces. These are actual sets that are accessible to kids.
It does come with the Donkey Kong cart, though I'm not sure if that counts.
Okay, well, it's there. I guess those are the only sets for Mario, but that's cool. We have one more non-licensed set. Oh, we have a thing for Dreams in here, but I don't think it's on the docket unless I missed it. Yeah, we'll probably talk about Dreams another day. We'll do an entire retrospective of it. Because Dreams has... Oh, let's pull it up real quick. Dreams has canceled a set.
Well, that was reported months ago.
Was it there? I think we didn't get... Did we get images of it then?
Nothing official.
We have this now.
Man, that stinks.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Dreams aesthetic, honestly. But...
They keep putting the classic Spaceman, the new colors in like.
Oh yeah. So I have the dark blue classic Spaceman shirt from the collectible minifigure, not collectible, the minifigure builder at the Lego store.
Yeah.
And this would have completed that, but now those parts may never come out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure Lego has like a prototype somewhere. You could probably sneak into their headquarters.
But they're very picky about
and
never re-releasing the colors of Spaceman now. And it's kind of annoying. I don't think them being ultra rare is part of the fun, to be honest. I think Spaceman should be free. Not monetarily, but free.
Just like the Ducks at the Park.
Yes. All right. We have enough time for one or two more articles here. I'm going to focus on what I think most of us are most interested in, and that is the arcade machine.
Ooh.
This is $40 for 468 pieces.
That's
pretty good value.
Nice.
It has a very generic minifigure, I will say, but...
Hey, it's your Sig Fig's old shirt.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, from the outside, it's just generic, but when it really...
Oh, is this the Junkbot one?
Yes!
I completely missed this last week.
Junkbot?
On the inside, the guy actually just lives in an arcade machine with his Junkbot arcade machine.
Yo!
Unfortunately, he has a sticker, but oh well.
Junkbot is Junkbot.
I see the Galaxy Explorer over there.
Nice.
Trying to see what
Wasn't
else.
there a Junkbot in one of the Ninjago City sets too?
I'm trying to remember if it was Junkbot or not. Here, take over, Kevin. Let me go check.
I'm sure there's a Junkbot thing in the... Because it was very topical back in the day.
Yeah. And then they had a Junkbot Easter egg in the attic of one of the Green Mansion, the big Green Mansion.
In the attic
No,
of the Green Mansion?
that was the Baron von Baron's haunted house ride from the fairground collection.
Oh,
it was like a Tower of Terror sort of thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and this like track thing that goes up and down.
Okay, yes, that's right. There is a Junkbot. It doesn't look quite as good. It's just kind of a rectangle.
But it has Junkbot himself on it.
Yeah, it does have a nice... I don't know why I forgot that I own this. It's just kind of sitting in there.
Oh, I got the haunted house ride mixed up with the Monster Mansion. Because they're both green color.
So yeah, here is, for comparison, the Ninjago City Junkbot. Why did Lego not just release Junkbot as an app? It would be perfect.
Because as Star Wars has shown us, they are allergic to money.
Like, Lego.com had the best games. They could really, so many of them as apps. Of course, quality mobile games don't make money, so... Yeah, here's a picture of the old Junkbot arcade from Junk City. It is just a rectangle, so the shape isn't as good, but it does have this really nifty sticker on it. Man, that picture is not bad for taking it on a whim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I won't be getting this since I already own a Junkbot arcade machine, apparently. But I think the thought is nice. Real quick, we also have this set here, which is the Flying Moon car, which costs VIP points. It's never a good use of VIP points to spend them on these.
Awful. I like this set. I think I voted for this one when that thing was going on. I feel betrayed.
I'm not a fan that they use the smaller like fishbowl helmets. They don't have hair pieces.
Yeah,
the original used the standard like globe piece. I think they introduced it in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is either that or I think it was at Sandy for the SpongeBob sets they were first used.
Oh.
I last remember seeing it in the Ninjago movie sets for the jellyfish guy. I don't know if they used it after that. Yeah, it looks kind of weird with these helmets. But not too much else to say about that. We have a new botanical set, which is very good. We have the hibiscus, $70 for 660 pieces. And it looks very good. Like, at first, you can't even tell it's Lego.
Those are flowers, Habibi.
What?
Habibi hibiscus.
And then another set we have, the mini bonsai tree collection, 709 pieces for $65. I don't think they're as good as the original bonsai tree, honestly. I don't particularly feel a calling to get these like I did that one. The first bonsai tree is like one of my favorite Lego sets. And you know why it is? They don't have the little rock basin at the bottom. It's just not the same without all the little loose studs.
Yeah, the bonsai tree is probably the only one out of the botanical collection that's really appealed to me. Like when I eventually get my own place, I mean, I'll probably pick one up now. That way, it's not discontinued by the time I own it.
I'm guessing it's gonna cut. Well, maybe. I mean, I feel like the set still sells, so I don't know when if they're gonna retire it in favor of this one, but
I'll grab one, keep it in a box, then unbox it in a few years when I'm decorating my home.
It's very nice.
Yes.
It's over on my shelf right now, alongside the very expensive golden dragon from Crystallized, which I did not pay full price for. I stuck to my word and never paid full price for a single Crystallized set. And then the prices went down the next year, so I won. We're in, like, Lego has been going through these waves where they increase the price, stuff goes on sale, and then they lower the prices again. And I feel like this summer wave is definitely a more expensive wave. But I think it'll probably even out by winter again. Did I tell you guys I bought the new green dragon set, the Ninjago Legends?
I think I heard something about that.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah. So Allie really wanted the Jane Austen gift with purchase.
Nice.
So we had to get something that was at least $150.
Nice.
So we bought that and a collectible minifigure to get the last cent over.
Oh, I remember this now. Yes. I think we discussed this last podcast. That was
okay. I don't remember. The minifigure finally came now. It got a second steampunk guy. So if anyone wants to trade a steampunk guy, I've got an extra one. I still have the one I got when I visited Ford last. You want a steampunk guy, Ford?
I might be able to I gotta find it. So, give me a bit to find it. But I think I have an extra of the Basil the Bat Lord that came out last year.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'll see if I can get it. But I can trade you for that.
Okay, I would take that trade.
Yeah.
All right, and that basically covers the news. So, that's basically all the news until winter. Just kidding. LEGO does all the sporadic releases now. We've got a lot of topics. I want to do some non-news topics. It's been a while since we've done that. Like, we can talk about dreams. You're all so enthusiastic.
Well, you see, I could talk about dreams all the time. This one time, I woke up.
Not funny.
And I had a demon on my chest, and I was all like, ah! And then I woke up, and it was a sleep paralysis.
What?
Have you guys never had sleep paralysis?
No,
before?
I have, and it's weird. Before now, everyone talks about the demonic elements of it. Like that did happen to me directly.
Mine was actually a space alien.
And mine, I just dreamt I got stabbed in the heart, and then I kind of just woke up in a cold sweat and couldn't move for a minute. That was very unpleasant.
Sleep paralysis is a little bit different, but that's close.
Yeah, I hate the stabbing dreams. That sucks.
Dude, I had a dream.
Oh, I know. I can't be stabbed in my dreams anymore. I've learned the secret to heal.
Oh, what is it?
Well, you just think about all the X-Men movies with Wolverine, and then it doesn't really hurt anymore, and the wounds just close up. You don't wake up from being stabbed anymore.
If you manifest a mental healing, you can never be stabbed in your dreams.
It is actually true.
Go gadget stab proof vest.
No, they still stab me, and blood and guts pour out, but then it just zips back up.
He doesn't have scar tissue. Every time he deploys his claws, it's just extremely painful.
I know it's a dream though, so it's not painful for me.
Have you figured out the secret to protecting yourself from the falling dream? Man, I hate the falling dream.
I don't actually have it. It's only when I'm half asleep that's an issue. And if you ever had that where your heart skips a beat when you're falling asleep, so it's like you just tripped and then you just shake and wake up quickly.
Yeah.
You see, I've never actually had a falling dream. In most dreams, I can. No, I can fly usually. It's really weird.
No, I get that too.
You all lucid dreamers over here. Meanwhile, me and Ford stuck in reality. I have to deal baccarat in my dreams. Be yelled at by Asians. So it's like, I don't know the payouts.
You do that in your... No, Kevin, you do that in your normal life.
I know. My normal life is a nightmare, too.
Okay, I do get work dreams like that sometimes where I don't realize it's dreaming, then basically I work 2 shifts in a row.
It's so awful.
Yeah. Then I wake up and my work is worse in real life than it was in the dream, because people somehow top the idiocy that they were in the dream. But no, sleep paralysis really sucks. There's for some, I don't know if there's something actually demonic about it, because now it's become the normal thing, everyone talks about it, or if it is just kind of a manifestation of fears. I could go either way, honestly.
It's more so your body's way of waking you up when you have trouble breathing at night.
But it doesn't wake me up, instead it just whispers a bunch of things into my head about my deepest, darkest fears.
Oh no, that's not sleep paralysis, no.
No, it does that. I can see, sense around the room and feel it, but I can't
Maybe
move.
that's something like it, but what Sombrero and I are talking about is textbook sleep paralysis, where there's a literal thing sitting on your chest, beating down on you. And that's your body's way, your mind's way of telling your body to wake up so you can get a full breath in. You have to, get up and take a breath. Otherwise, you're going to die.
So, no, what happens to me is I can't move my body, but I can hear and, see light. through my eyes, but I can't open them. So I get the general shape of the room, but then it fills it in with gaps of stuff that's actually not there. So I'll have images of people breaking in and demons going all over and screaming at me and all this stuff.
Okay, that's something different. You might want to go to confession for that one.
Yeah, usually with sleep paralysis, like your body wakes up in the middle of your sleep cycle, and when you fall asleep, your body actually administers like a paralyzing agent, so you don't like flash around
That's
in
the
your
thing.
sleep.
I can still feel everything around me, but I can
but it's all
kind of try and shake my body a little bit, but I can't move.
Yeah, but it's all like connected to your breathing to make sure your airway isn't obstructed while you sleep. I think. Am I getting that right?
It sounds about right. Yeah, I've read similar things. Yeah,
like that's like the root cause of everything.
So it is a form of sleep paralysis, at least, because and I'm not fully asleep, but I can't move my body. But I'm also not fully awake. And then like things will be projected over reality at the same time.
That is very interesting.
It was worse when I lived in the house alone, because I'd constantly then have it, and then like it would superimpose people breaking into the house while I couldn't move and grab my crowbar.
Like the fears become manifest.
Yes.
It's the worst.
So that's why I got a doorknob for my bedroom that locked, and that actually stopped it.
Yeah, living alone, it kind of sucks, right, Kevin?
I wouldn't know. I live by like 5 other people, I think.
Honestly, that probably is better than being in a house by yourself.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Are they nice?
I don't know. I don't interact.
That guy
with
still
them.
yelling at his girlfriend all the time?
Oh, less so these days.
So either they got along or not.
Yeah. There could be like a decomposing body in the apartment over next to me, but I got my own.
His girlfriend didn't live there.
Nah, you'd be able to smell it.
Ah, that does remind me.
That's just the beer cans, Kevin.
Nah, sure, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sam knows this. Kevin stopped cleaning his apartment again.
No, that was just a brief period, you know?
Well,
wasn't once enough?
There was like 5 garbage bags in his living room when we got there.
Well, half of those are filled not with garbage.
What's in them?
Like car stuff and the like.
Why aren't they on your car?
Because I just, didn't have the room.
Throw away your trash. Clean your room.
The trash is easy. The trash is taken care of. It's the stuff that I can't throw away.
His chair is also decomposing, and it looks like a mouse just lives at his desk.
Yeah, the foam is falling out of it. He needs a new gaming chair, preferably not a gaming chair. Those things are made terribly.
Look, Kevin, if you're gonna get your life in order, you gotta clean your room. You gotta clean your room.
Dude, my room is clean. It's
actually, his bedroom is clean now. The one spot that wasn't clean for years now is clean.
Now finish the house. Finish the house.
When I get a house, I'll finish the house.
Kevin, if you can't deal with the 1-bedroom apartment, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with the house.
You gotta throw out the trash.
What do you think Ford does all day? He doesn't.
You gotta throw out the trash.
He barely even goes to work because he has to clean his house all day.
Yes.
Imagine the suffering. Man, I'd love to be a housewife. It'd be so much easier.
And this is also why you don't have a girlfriend. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for us today. As always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and do you want to help Kevin not be single anymore? Well, join the Discord server, there's a link in the description below, and go join the Find a Date for Kevin channel. There you can fill out a Google form to find a date for Kevin. No one has ever really filled it out properly.
Put on anyone you know, anybody, please.
Well, any woman.
Help him. Any woman, help him, please. He needs it.
Let me see. We got no more responses. You all disappoint me.
I've shared it with people. I haven't filled it out personally yet because I don't know any women.
I know.
He doesn't know that many people.
I know. I've shared it with like 30 people. They all laughed and then moved on.
Yeah. That's how it goes with me.
They're not taking it seriously.
No, they're not. They don't realize this is literally a matter of life and death for Kevin.
I'm going to kill myself before the year
Told
is
you
out.
can't say that on air anymore. Or off air.
We'll be harvesting
YouTube will
mangoes
restrict
in
the stream.
Tahiti.
I think YouTube does restrict their stream because it's used AI to detect all the things we say against the algorithm.
No.
They're not as strict as they used to be, but...
I feel like I could see our podcast popping up every once in a while. I'm
It would pop
subscribed,
up more
by the
often
way.
if we didn't mention the Jews so often.
Well,
But we're literally the only non-anti-Semites on this platform.
The YouTube auto censor can't tell that.
Look, we're not, like, literally most people
Also,
on the internet are racist, but we're not.
Maybe that's the problem. The algorithm is like, oh, you're not anti-Semitic enough. You
You're not
didn't say
Yeah,
free
we're the-
Palestine or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah, we have to be the right kind of racist.
yeah, free Palestine from
Can't
the
we
Muslims.
just not be racist? I'd rather not be any type of racist.
Oh, I am all sorts of racist.
It's not true. Kevin is not racist.
Yeah,
Kevin
I
is
hate
God's
white people.
fastest
Unfortunately,
racist.
you can't make jokes about that anymore because after years of making jokes, it turns out some of the people weren't joking.
Yeah. It is really weird. Like, it was like, yeah, the cultural shift is changing, and then instantly my X feed was like, racism, 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 racism. What is going on with these people? Racism, racism.
But don't worry, you can have a safe bet that the BCC is one of the least racist podcasts on YouTube.
The only...
The bar is very low.
The
It is.
non-racists.
Alright, but for Ford, Malaris, and Sombrero Man, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.